3 minutes into the broadcast without a shot at Caitlin Clark.
In just 2 games, the Unrivaled League has already zeroed in on Caitlin Clark, sparking a battle that promises high-stakes drama. What makes Clark a target, and how will she respond to the mounting pressure?
Literally, we go right onto the broadcast, and straight away, Candace Parker. The Rose have the best point guard in the world. The best point guard in the world, Chelsea Gray.
Unrivaled took less than 2 games to say they somehow have the best point guard. I think they must have forgotten Caitlin Clark exists. Or are they now trying to discredit her because she decided not to join their league?
How important has Chelsea been in this matchup for you guys?
Come on, Andy, you know the question for that. You know the answer for that. What do you mean how important? She's our point guard. She's our leader. So, come on now, Andy, you know the answer to that. Chelsea's very important to us.
However, the rise of Caitlin Clark has introduced a fresh perspective on what it means to be the best point guard in the league. Clark's explosive scoring ability, coupled with her playmaking skills, has turned heads since she entered the college basketball scene.
We heard you got your first recruiting letter in 7th grade. Is this true?
Yeah.
That's insane. Were you playing with high schoolers at this point?
Yeah, it's honestly sad. Like, where college recruitment has kind of gone, it's just insane. But also,
Caitlin did something nobody has been able to replicate. She's changed women's basketball for the better yet. We still have these organizations disrespecting her, saying things like Chelsea Gray is the best point guard in the world. I mean, she was even breaking NBA stats last season. Imagine how lethal she's going to be after being fully rested.
Caitlin Clark does it again, folks. 3 straight weeks winning Player of the Week honors as a rookie. This has never been done before. Not only has it never been done before in the WNBA, but Caitlin Clark is now the first rookie in WNBA or NBA history to be named Player of the Week for 3 consecutive weeks. And each week has been more impressive than the last.
The commentator's assertion that Gray is the best point guard in the league seems to overlook the meteoric rise of Clark and her potential to redefine the position. Clark's youth and the sheer excitement she brings to the game suggest that her ceiling might be higher than anyone currently playing. Her ability to score and assist at an elite level, often against tough competition, makes her a compelling candidate for the title of the best point guard. Furthermore, the debate touches on the evolution of the point guard role itself. Traditionalists may favor Gray's classic approach, emphasizing playmaking and leadership.
Caitlin Clark is a superstar. Not a female superstar, she is a superstar. She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle. The ratings just came in. Caitlin Clark's game on Sunday did a bigger number than Warriors Celtic.
While Chelsea Gray's claim to being the best point guard in the league is supported by her achievements and undeniable skill set, it's hard to dismiss Caitlin Clark's burgeoning talent and potential to surpass even the highest expectations. The league's future will be shaped by players like Clark, who challenge the status quo and push the boundaries of what point guards can accomplish. As the debate rages on, one thing is certain: the competition between these 2 outstanding players will only elevate the game, providing fans with electrifying performances and unforgettable moments. Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise in the world of basketball has had a profound effect on the WNBA, with her influence extending far beyond the court. From the moment she burst onto the scene, Clark's extraordinary talent, combined with her magnetic presence, has captivated audiences and inspired a new generation of basketball fans. Her impact is so significant that many believe the introduction of an unrivaled league, pushing the WNBA to new heights, may not have occurred without her.
It has to do with her. That's how important she is to the league. They might actually, I see the other day, maybe be close, maybe be close to turning a profit for the first time, I don't know, ever, because of Caitlin Clark.
She has raised the bar for what a player can accomplish at such a young age because of her deep 3-point shooting, court vision, and ability to manage the game's tempo. Her accomplishments have established a standard for upcoming stars and have frequently prompted comparisons to some of the best athletes in the sport, both male and female. The expansion and prominence of the WNBA are also impacted by Clark's genius. Her games attract record-breaking viewership numbers, drawing in not just die-hard basketball fans, but also casual viewers who are intrigued by her play style. This surge in viewership has brought more attention to the league, increasing its appeal to sponsors and broadcasters. The result has been an influx of investment and media coverage, further legitimizing and elevating the WNBA in the eyes of the public. Furthermore, if it wasn't for Caitlyn's rise, the Unrivaled League probably wouldn't even be a thing. The reason for better player treatment was all started from Caitlin Clark.
Yet another record being broken. Not even record being broken, because you've seen our 5th most watched broadcast since 2001. Every single one of these games has Caitlin Clark in it. Every single one of them. And not only that, it's not just to watch Caitlin Clark. This Indiana Fever team are so fun to watch.
The introduction of an Unrivaled League, a concept that aims to merge the best elements of global women's basketball into a singular, powerhouse entity, is closely tied to the surge in interest that Clark has helped generate. Without her electrifying performances and the subsequent rise in the sport's popularity, such an ambitious venture might have struggled to find the necessary support and momentum. Clark has not only reinvigorated the existing fan base, but also tapped into a new demographic of young fans, who see in her a role model and a pioneer. Clark's influence is also evident in how other players and teams have responded. Her dominance has pushed competitors to elevate their own games, fostering an environment of intense competition and continuous improvement. This competitive spirit has improved the overall quality of the league, making it more compelling and unpredictable for fans. As a result, the WNBA has become a hub of innovation and talent, attracting players from around the world who want to compete at the highest level.
Shout out to Caitlin Clark. She's a certified bucket. To quote Shaq, I was not familiar with her game. I respect her game. She's a fucking baller. She was pulling up like Steph Curry from deep. But I just got one question. Matt, do you think you can beat Caitlin Clark in one-on-one?
Absolutely not. Nobody here can.
I'm busting her ass. You wild.
Shit.
You wild, bro.
Dante thinks he's
Additionally, Caitlin Clark's effect on the WNBA is nothing short of transformative. Her talent and influence have not only elevated the standard of play, but also positioned the league as a central force in global basketball. Without her, the introduction of an unrivaled league might have remained a distant dream. Clark's legacy is already being written, and her impact on the WNBA will be felt for generations to come. Recently, Clark received a massive offer to join Unrivaled, a burgeoning league eager to establish itself as a powerhouse in women's basketball. The league saw in Clark not just a phenomenal player, but a marketing juggernaut who could be the face of their brand. They offered her not only a lucrative contract, but also the promise of building the league's identity around her star power. The plan was simple: use Caitlin Clark's rising stardom to elevate Unrivaled visibility, drawing in fans and sponsors alike. But guess what? She said no. And now they are saying players like Chelsea are better than her.
Caitlin Clark playing in the Unrivaled League is $5 million to play. The market's been set for Caitlin Clark and 3-on-3 basketball, as Ice Cube and the Big Three made an official offer to Caitlin Clark of $5 million to play in the Big Three. I think that's where the price tag is set for Caitlin Clark.
For a moment, it seemed like a match made in heaven. A young league with bold ambitions and a young player poised to take the basketball world by storm. However, Clark's decision to stay the course with her current path, likely fueled by a combination of loyalty, vision for her future, and perhaps a belief in the traditional routes that have been tried and tested by legends before her, was a stunning rebuff to Unrivaled overtures. In the wake of Clark's decision, Unrivaled narrative shifted dramatically. With the golden opportunity to sign one of the brightest stars slipping through their fingers, they pivoted their strategy to highlight their existing talent. Enter Chelsea Gray. Unrivaled quickly positioned Gray as the best point guard in the league, a declaration that not only aims to bolster their roster's reputation, but also subtly underscores their ability to attract top-tier talent.
So, the saga is finished. After months of anticipation, we have got a clear story. We have got a denial. We have got a definitive, seemingly, answer. Not too long ago, ESPN broke the news that Caitlin Clark is set to not play in Unrivaled. Source.
For Unrivaled, positioning Chelsea Gray as their marquee player is a strategic attempt to maintain momentum and keep the spotlight on their league. In the grand scheme of things, Clark's rejection of Unrivaled's offer and the subsequent crowning of Chelsea Gray as the league's top point guard highlight the shifting dynamics in women's basketball. It's a testament to the growing cloud of players like Clark, who can command significant offers and make decisions that impact league strategies. Even though Caitlin Clark was a rookie last season, she showed an amazing ability to score and assist at an exceptional level, making her one of the most promising young players.
Earlier this week in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, obviously earlier in the season, she had some growing pains as heralded rookie coming off an unbelievable career at Iowa. But oh my gosh, she has turned it up a notch over the last few weeks, and the other night she set a new WNBA record with 19 assists.
What makes Caitlin Clark's accomplishments even more remarkable is that she was doing all of this while juggling multiple responsibilities on the court. As a rookie, she wasn't just a scorer or a passer. She was a leader, often carrying the weight of the team on her shoulders. And now, Stephanie White, a coach who is well known for her ability to maximize her players' potential and her strategic acumen. Caitlin Clark's game is set to soar to new heights with White at the helm. White has already showered Clark with praise, acknowledging her special abilities and realizing how important it is to let her concentrate on her strengths. Clark won't have to take on multiple roles at once this season. She will get the much-needed rest and have the chance to hone her skills even more with a well-organized support network and a well-defined strategy.
We discussed communicating with Caitlin Clark and wanting to help mold her into a leader to win multiple championships. And you can see when Stephanie White discusses the team that there is a level of excitement behind what she's saying.
The prospect of Clark coming back better and more focused this season is both exciting and daunting for her opponents. Given her already phenomenal rookie year, it's hard to imagine just how high her ceiling could be with the right support and rest.
But she's, I've coached Michael Jordan, I coached Isaiah, I coached Dominique Wilkins. And then with the Dream Team, we had all of them.
Right.
She's of that caliber in the women's game, which is of the highest quality. I love the women's game. What's your approach when you're coaching greatness like that?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, just talking basketball, right? Just having general basketball conversations about what she's watching, what she likes, what are some of the things that what are some of her thoughts from, not just what the Indiana Fever have done, but from the game of basketball in general.
As we look forward to the upcoming season, one thing is clear. Caitlin Clark, under the guidance of Stephanie White, is on the path to redefining what's possible for a young player in the game. Her rivalry with stars like Chelsea Gray will only fuel her drive to excel, and with the adjustments being made to her role, Clark is set to dazzle even more this year. The basketball world should brace itself for Caitlin Clark, who is rested, focused, and ready to elevate her game to unprecedented levels.
Everybody respects what Caitlin is doing for the W, okay? What she have done is brought different eyes to the W, and the different eyes is Middle America. Now we got this young white girl that played her behind off at Iowa that Middle America fell in love with.
Even if it was subjective, the remark that Chelsea Gray was a better player than Caitlin Clark seemed more like an indirect swipe at Clark for turning down Unrivaled's advances than a true examination of abilities. It seemed as though the pundits wanted to make her less of a figure in the basketball world as a kind of punishment for not fitting their story. In addition to being disrespectful to Clark, this sparked a larger discussion about how to handle athletes who choose their own path. The disrespect aimed at Clark was not just seen as an isolated incident, but as part of a larger pattern where athletes, particularly women, are often scrutinized and judged more harshly when they assert control over their careers.
And it's real damn frustrating when you see someone on a team that shouldn't be on the team. You have Chelsea Gray, who played 9 minutes, was 0 for 2 with 3 assists and 2 turnovers and 1 steal and 1 rebound in 9 minutes. Why is she on this team? Why? What is the reason for having Chelsea Gray on this team? I said it when they made this decision to put her on the team. Remember, they said, oh.
Nevertheless, Clark, for her part, remained composed and focused, letting her performance on the court do the talking. Her dedication to her craft and her ability to rise above the noise only endeared her further to her supporters. Caitlin Clark's experience with the Unrivaled League and the subsequent disrespect from certain commentators serves as a potent example of how the sports world can sometimes react when an athlete defies expectations. But what do you think about Chelsea Gray being compared to Caitlin Clark? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.